Yeah, a little bit before noon. It's still morning to me. Yeah, coffee just finished. Yeah, I just figured I'd come on here and do another little quick demonstration on the Wright's Copper Cream. And I know the Broke Stacker really appreciated me showing him showing the Broke Wright's Copper Cream. He really enjoyed that. I'm not 100% sure. He was using it on his silver. I've used it on my sterling silver before, and I've also used it on my 999 silver. And the silver cream works really good as well. Uh, Hold on a minute here. Give me a second. I got to pour me some coffee. Good morning. Happy Friday. Oh, I didn't shut the drip thing off. Still dripping. But I'm going to go over that. I got a couple of my silver buffaloes. It's got a little tarnish on them. And over my sink, and I have some of my, oh, sterling silver coffee. What do you call it? Coffee pot? Hold on. I got to carry my whole stand over. Oh, that's good. But let's get you over here by the sink. And I'm going to bring that copper cream over and that silver cream. I'm going to set that right here. And it works. This works awesome if you have seen some of my. I don't even know how many people are going to be out here. I've never really done a morning thing because I got to go to work here in a little while. But that works awesome on the copper. Really brings out the patina. Let me see who we got here. Bellows Forge, OTG. How you doing, Zoltan? But the Broke Stacker had been watching some of my videos on the copper cream, and he really loved that stuff, and I know I do. It brings out the patina. But I also, which I don't think he knows, maybe he knows, I'm not sure. But I've also had this silver cream, which I use on some of my coins. I don't use it on my coins. I'll use it on my rounds. Now, like this particular ones I call in. uh, I shake there during my shows. But this one has some toning on it that I don't care for because this is one that I stuck on top of one of my wooden displays, and it got some of the stuff on it. I'm going to try to use the copper cream on that and show you what it almost does the same thing, but the silver cream works very well on other items such as let me get that paper towel out of there, uh, such as this silver plated coffee cup. And I've got a lot of silver plated stuff. Here's a silver plated coffee pour, and I leave it on a stand with a bunch of other ones. Is OBS in here? Hold on, Bellows Forge, LBS, woo, yeah. But I've used this before on other items. Like I said, the Wright Brothers silver cream. I've used it. I've used it. I've never used it on copper, and I want to try it on copper. I've got a couple of my T-Bird bar pours right here, and I showed in several different demonstrations. I've used it on lives. I've showed it, and I never used the silver. I think it's the same stuff as the copper, but it may not be because there is different colors in it. And the copper cream looks like a whitish color, and that works extremely well. And what I'll do right now is I'm going to take a little bit of this. I just use my fingers. I don't wear the gloves. You do what you do. I'll do what I do. But this works really awesome. And like I was telling the Broke, is that I actually will use a toothbrush, which I seen on his video last night. He did use a toothbrush, like I suggested, and it worked very, very well. But take a little bit of it, just rub it on, paste it on there, and give it a few minutes, and it works real well. I have used the copper cream before on some of my rounds to take toning off. That does work very well on that. It works very well on 999. It works very well on sterling silver, which I've used. Now, that was the right copper cleaner. Let's see if I can zoom you guys out a little bit so you get a bigger focus. No, let me bring you over here. what I want to do is I want to use some of the Wright's copper cleaner on that afterwards. And I also want to use the silver, which I have not used. And I'm just going to show you. It's different. It's a redder color. But that as well works extremely well on silver. I have used that to clean some of my silver coins. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put some of this, which is different than the Wright's copper cleaner, on the copper. And I have not tried the silver on the copper, but I'm thinking it's going to do the same thing. And that's what I want to do. But needless to say, on that buffalo, like I said, I had that on one of my wooden displays and it picked up some of the varnish toning on there over the past few months. And I'm really curious. I'm sure it's going to do the same thing. And I'm just using my finger. Can't get anything softer than my finger. I'm sure it's going to do the same thing as the. Oh, no, I got this. Okay, I wanted to use the other stuff. I wanted to use the copper cleaner, which I have used before. My apologies. But this is the Wright's Silver Cream. And you ain't getting anything softer than your finger. Unless you got extremely coarse, calloused fingers. I'm not watching the chat because I don't have my chat open on my laptop, which I got my phone set on there. Now, I usually, on my copper, I'll use paper towels to wipe my copper. I don't mind that, but I'm not doing that on my rounds. So I've just had some regular hot tap water here. And I'm going to rinse it. Of course, I haven't done it very long. I haven't very much. But I don't want to do is I do not want to dry this off. I didn't do the other side because the other side was really nice. I don't want to use my paper towel on my buffalo. That was the other side which I hadn't touched. I have microfiber cloth, and I'm just going to lightly pat this. I don't even want to rub it. I'm just lightly pat it to take the water off. And as you can see, it's nice and shiny again, just like the other side. But I don't mind jingling that around anyway, so I could have probably used that because I used that to call in Jackknife. Give me a moment because I did have my mouse. I was in preparation to pop and open the live so I could read the chat, and I didn't. So that's what I'm doing right now. I peeked at my phone a couple of times. Yeah, okay, I can read my chat now. I can see it. Awesome. Thank you, LBS. Thank you, Bellas Forge. Zoltan. Woo. James Real. Woo. James Real is not going to call me T-Bird anymore. He's going to call me there. See, he's said it. T-Bird's new name now, Copperbird. I don't know if I like that, but that's all right from you, James. Awesome. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. Now let's get onto that demonstration real quick on the Wright's Silver Cream on the T-Bird bar and the Wright's Copper Cream. I'm hoping that's not too bright for you. Let's see. Let's take a look at this. I'll set this up to the side. And like I said, let's do the Wright's Copper Cream real quick. Like I showed in my other video, my other live. It doesn't take much. Once you put it on there, you let it set just a little bit, and it comes off so easy. And there's nearly hardly any rubbing at all. You can just see that. And I've shown that during my lives on the back part. I haven't put any on this, but I like to use my finger because my finger is not going to go into the crevices, which I did show that to Broke Stacker. Now, if I use this toothbrush, just dab a little water on it and you can scrub it. I don't really want it. I already fed you, cat. But it doesn't take a whole lot. Like I said, you don't need to do it for very long. But I like the detail that it comes out when you just use that and you don't use the bristle brushes to get into the the crevices of it, because of the fact that it leaves some of the black in there, and you actually get some character out of it. And like I said, when it comes to the copper bar, I don't mind using that. But as you can see, just in that little demonstration, you'll get the red patina that's on there, and it will not take away the red patina. Now, if you wanted to do it a little bit more, you could do it a little bit more. It all depends on your preference of what you want to do. But even on the back side, just for me holding it, you already seen the other side. I haven't even been rubbing it. I mean, you put that on there, the right copper cream, and you just let it sit on there for a few minutes, and it just about wants to come right off. And that's where I use my toothbrush. Well, not my toothbrush. I don't brush my teeth with this. This was purposely used for doing this, and I've been doing this. But you just, lightly brush it. Of course, over here I hadn't put any copper cream on there yet, so you don't see it coming off. It'll start coming off because I'm pressing pretty hard, but it didn't come off as easy as on the front where I'd already let it set a little bit. See, just like even on the back, I'm really applying a lot of pressure with my thumb, and it's not coming off as good. But let me rinse this off real quick and give you a look on it. I even demonstrated how I use a little bit of, tiny bit of olive oil afterwards, take to bring the sheen back to it. Ah, look at him rubbing that copper. Easy copper. Copper bird. Oh, do we got? I see somebody said, "Howdy, Minty. Is Minty in here?" I just got done watching her live just a little while ago. It was already done and over with. But there's that. Like I said, how easily it comes off. Now, what I had never done, which I had said, is I never used my Wright's silver cream on the copper bar. I'm thinking it's going to do the same thing. I don't know though. I could be wrong. That's what I wanted to find out, because I have used the Wright's copper cream on silver and it works pretty well. But lo and behold, look at this. That's been sitting on there the same amount of time as the copper Wright's copper cleaner, and it's not even really touching it. Oh, well, that's a waste. I had to know. But that's what I'll usually use on any of my sterling silver, my 925 or whatever. And if you put that on there, there's got to be something different in there, because you can actually see. And I'm going to have to clean this whole thing now. But just by softly rubbing it on here, you can see how it's taken off that tarnish off in this 925 coffee cup. And making it all nice and pretty again. Isn't that something? Oh, it's just amazing. It's awesome. Now, this is an old cup and it's got scratches. I've got a lot of them. I'm just going to wipe that off real quick. I'm not going to do a whole lot on it, but I'm curious. Let's turn this around. And like I said, I've used it before and it works pretty well. Yeah, I'm wasting water. I don't know if anybody said that, but somebody's got to have been thinking it. That's all right. I only paid 13 something per thousand, but it's not a good thing to be wasting water. Let's take a little bit of this Wright's copper cream, and I'll show you the difference between the silver cream and the copper cream are different with copper. Um, the copper cream on this sterling silver will work as well, because I've used it before. It's been a few months, but I've used it before on my sterling silver and some of my rounds, and it works just fine. As you can see, it's taken the tarnish right off, and it works very, very well. It works very well. But anyways, come on, bird, save some money. I got money to burn. No, I don't got money to burn. I pay $98 for 1,000 gallons. What? Oh, I live in the country, but I have water piped up to me because I live behind. Not a few miles away from me, there's an old landfill, and it was contaminated with pharmaceuticals and stuff, and they capped my well years ago when I first moved up here. I only had my well probably for, I don't know, a couple of years. It cost me about maybe $3,500 to have it dug and whatnot, and they ended up capping it, and they reimbursed me, and I should have gotten free water for life. Well, I had 5 years of free. Hey, Linda Bop Mom. Here's my Linda Bop Mom, my YouTube mom. Good morning. Happy Friday, Linda. But there's that little demonstration, anyways. And like I said, I guess I've even got it set more, but that Silver Cream don't seem like it's wanting to do hardly anything. So there's definitely something in the copper cream that's specifically for copper. And I'm going to re-clean that up better later. I showed you on the buffaloes. But we're going to take a little bit of that copper cream. Like I said, I'm not too worried about it. I've dealt with a lot of much harsher chemicals than that. To me, that ain't really harsh chemicals. I'm just going to paste a little bit on that. Maybe I'll clean that whole thing right up. Yeah, maybe I'll clean that whole. I don't know. Let me. But you did see the demonstration of the silver cream on the copper, and that's one thing I hadn't tried. Now I have. I'm just going to take that on there real quick. Get that all on there. I don't really think I want to. I'm going to keep the. Like I said, I like the way it comes out with a character on there. LBS, be sure to throw your channel link up there as well, brother. Help a brother out. He's got an awesome channel. I don't know if you stayed long enough last time when I asked you to do that. My other live stream you were on. Please put your channel up there. If you're not subscribed to LBS, Liberty Bleed Silver, go check him out. He's got some wicked cool stuff. He's an awesome content creator. And he had to restart over because of a mishap with YouTube. And you can see right there, and I think I like that. Like I said, I'd like it to have a little bit of character. I don't want to take all of that off, but I like to have a little bit of character. And you can already see just that copper cleaner, just by me rubbing it. It's already starting to come off. I'm just going to let that set just a little bit. I'm going to clean my hands up, wash them up. I'd love to spend the next hour just chatting away. If I knew you were going to be on or up LBS, I didn't know if you were. I would have sent you a link and I would have you join me. That's 12:04. So I don't have at 12:30. I have no choice but to turn around and jump in the shower and get ready for work and head off to work by. Usually head out of here about 1 o'clock. But I did, like I said, wanted to get on just out of curiosity to see who's out here and show that Wright's Silver Cream. I really hope that the broke would hop out here like he did on my other live the other night with showing him my Wright's copper cleaner, but I don't think, because he had tried it on his silver, the Wright's copper cleaner on his silver, and is sterling silver, which I've done months back, and it works great. But I just didn't know how that Wright's copper cleaner would work on the copper. I hadn't tried that, and that gave me that idea. And lo and behold, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. So there is definitely something that's in the copper cream that does work very well with the copper, taking off the black and leaving that red patina on there. And it works on silver. And that works awesome on silver. With very, very little scrubbing. Yeah, you just kind of you can see that there on the front. I didn't do the whole thing, but I did a demonstration just with, the Wright's copper cleaner on one side, which worked really well, and then the silver cleaner on the other side, and it's almost identical. So there's something that takes the patina, the unwanted patina, unless you love your 925 to have that antique old look like that one. But I got 2 or 3 of these different types. I've got all sorts of types of coffee cups and stuff that are 925. Uh, I'm just debating. There's some of them I'm going to keep because I have a serving tray and it's got a little sugar bowl. It's got a couple of these coffee cups. It's got that. But a lot of times when I'm out and about, me and Mrs. T-Bird in the summertime, and we're going to yard sales or antique shops, and we see certain items like that, and I think this coffee server tray, it's a huge coffee server tray that this coffee pot goes on with a sugar bowl and with these two coffee cups. Or no, I guess this is not a coffee cup, but it's a creamer pourer. Have your creamer pourer, and it has that, and then it has a sugar bowl. That's what it has. And it's a huge tray. It's got to be about a foot and a half wide, and I think I picked that up for like $12. $12. I couldn't pass up on that because I'm always looking for silver. I'm always looking for copper. Always. And I picked it up. I picked stuff up like that. And some of that stuff is actually going to be melted this summer coming up. It's going to be, I'm going to take the plating off of it. I've got some that is pure 925 silver, and I've got some that is plated. Some of the plated stuff I'm going to be cutting up and I'm going to be dissolving it in uh, acids to get the 925 silver off in there, and then I'm going to purify it and put it into a silver cell, and I'm going to make my own silver shot. I've already got the setup for it. I've already got all of the equipment and everything that I need. I'm just waiting for the weather to get a little nicer to where I can have a 10 by 10 shed that I have out in my garage. Or no, not on my garage, on the side of my garage to do it. And I've got to put together my fume hood out there. But let's get some of that off. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. Can you see that? I'm hoping I'm close enough for you. But you set that, let that set just a few minutes, and it literally takes hardly anything for that to come off. And like I was saying to the broke stacker on one of my videos, if he takes a toothbrush, you can take a toothbrush and dip it in there, and then you can scrub it like that, and you can help, and it'll go right into the cracks, and that's what I usually do on the T-Bird ones. And that way there around the letters I can get a lot of that off from there. I didn't put all the copper cream around the whole thing. I did the most of it. I'm gonna have to do that up a little bit more in the back afterwards. Add a little more, but just so you got an idea. So let me see, I'm trying to watch the time here. It's 10 after. Trying to read the chat. Only live once. And love from a distance. Oh, I can't believe I got James Reel in the house. Woo! Yeah, I love you, James Reel. You're an awesome brother. Thank you so much for always watching my content and my live streams. Like I said, there's a sort of a hit or miss on this one. I don't know if it's because I didn't have any right there when I rubbed it on, but you saw how easily that came off. Let's see. Even though it doesn't set there, it'll still work if you put some on. Let's put a little more on here. I'll put some on the back. All the lady stackers. LBS is in love with all the lady stackers. Maybe a clue. I don't think my window on my laptop over here is down all the way, so I'm a little behind on some of the chat. There we go. Yeah, that's cleaning up pretty good. Yeah, it's cleaning up really nice. Community romance. Holy cow. Woo. Yeah. Tell I don't know if Gatias also. Buenos dias, Bellows Forge. What's Gatioso? Hola. Buenos dias, amigos. ¿Cómo está? You speak any Spanish? Spanish, LBS? I don't know if Belos does. He has a friend that speaks Spanish. Katia also. Don't know if she's up yet. Yeah, I didn't plan on doing a live this morning, but I was curious. I said, Peter got up early, and I got up a little early. And all of a sudden I said, I'm going to get on. I'm going to do another little demonstration of that. Maybe the Rogue Stacker will check this one out as well. I know he's on a lot of my lives, and he's seen me do that. And maybe if he had silver, you could probably go out there. You could go get some of that silver cream, the right silver cream that I've had. I've had this for oh my, I've had this for a couple of years. I've had this for a couple of years, and it goes a long ways. I've gone through. I ain't gonna lie. I've gone. I've had this recently. I've got this probably like I don't know 3 months, about 3 months ago maybe, and I'm almost out of it. But I've got a lot of copper. I've been using a lot of my copper, but yeah. Let's take a quick look at the back of these because I didn't clean this one up as much. Now I got all that cream all over my hands. Like I said, I like to. Oops, I didn't get it all off, did I? It almost looks like a mountain back there. This which bar number one is this one? That one's number 40. I'll have to finish cleaning that up along the sides, put some more copper creamer on it, clean that up. I got to get these all nice and stamped. And there we got that one in the back. I gotta probably put some more on there and clean it up with a toothbrush. Maybe what I'll do is I'll probably lightly scuff the top so the T-bird looks got that copper glow to it, the bright copper glow. It's already starting to be a little bit. Let me take a look at the chat and scroll down a little bit, see if you guys had any questions. I think I asked you guys if you had any questions. Yeah, you're ready to move. Or you moving, Bellows Forge? Hey, Swamp Dog, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Awesome. I appreciate you, Zoltan, for stopping by. Thank you so much. Man, you guys are really chatting it up there, aren't you? OTG was out here. Awesome. Yeah, it's been a minute. All this rubbing and talking. I'll start. Oh, love is starting to sell tickets. Tickets to one, yeah. Awesome. Well, anyways, good morning, LBS. Good morning, Zoltan. Good morning, Dave Richards. Good morning, Swamp Dog. Good morning, James. Woo. Morning, Bellows Forge. I hope you guys have an awesome Friday. I know I will. Because there's no mandatory work Saturday for me this week nor next week. I've been sick and tired of going to work, working 10 to 12 hours every day, 6, 7 days a week sometimes, not every week, but man, it's getting old. I'm telling you. I want to relax this. Let's see, you get that right over there. Oh, face reveal. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, I got a real nice camera. A little too nice. You get face reveals from my reflections from other screens. But what do you think about that copper cream LBS? I know you've got some copper and you've got some silver. Like I said, it's if you're doing anything, I wouldn't do a numismatic coin. And if you are gonna clean some of your rounds, if you inadvertently got some stuff on them, like I did, I had those wooden plaques that were stained plaques that I got for coin holders, and I didn't have these protected in any flips. You can still see one of these. This was the other one. This one doesn't have as much, but it's got a little bit around the rim. But the other one I'd cleaned. I don't know which one it was now. I don't know which one it was. I think it was this one. I cleaned the back. I didn't quite get near the mint. I did, but it had a lot of that brownish tarnish on there. It had been on there for a month or more, and for some strange reason, it was like the coin was absorbing the varnish off from that piece of wood. It wasn't, to me, it wasn't a pretty tone, and I've shown a few of those, and that's what I would use my copper cleaner on. I would use my copper cleaner on that, and I'd also use some of my right silver cleaner on them. So I knew that this worked months ago on the silver. I just didn't know whether it would work if the right silver cream would work in reverse on the copper, and I just proved it. It doesn't. You guys saw it live. It was the first time for me trying the copper cream or the silver cream on copper, and it just didn't work. Michael Stackin, Mike Keel's here. Yeah, he's dubbed Mike Keel because a lot of times when I'm on his live, I'm using speech to text as I'm taking my 30-minute drive home, listening to his live stream, and I'm using speech to text, and a lot of times it just doesn't come out. So sometimes he's Mike Heel, or Michael, or Mike. You got to see the strange things my my thing says sometimes. Sometimes I can't press send to send it because I have to go over it because I would probably I would probably upset a few people. Hey, my sister Deneen, how you doing? Good morning, Deneen. Are you on your way? Scrap Metal Racing. Woo! How you doing, Scrap Metal Racing? Where are you at today, Scrap Metal? You down around Alabama? Where are you driving to? I was just doing a demonstration, Michael, on the Wright's Copper Cream, just versus the Wright's Silver Cream. I figured I'd do that before I went to work. Mrs. T-Bird went to work a little bit earlier than normal, about 10:30, 10:30, and I decided to get on to show the silver cream that I got as well, and do a little demonstration on some of my rounds, and also this 925, which I only did one side with the silver cream and one with the copper cream. I don't know which side was which now. I don't think I can tell you, but showed how well it works, whether it be the silver or the copper cream on silver. And I also demonstrated how it would work on copper on each one. And the silver cream does not work with beans on the copper to taking off the black. But the Wright's Copper Cream, you can see as I put that on there just for a few minutes, comes right off like butter, like melted butter. And now at some point off stream, I'm going to have to probably do this. Well, what time is it? 19? Okay. All right. I guess I might as well do the whole thing right now. I'll do the whole thing right now. Because I think a few have just came in here and have missed some of it. But I'm gonna actually use the sponge this time. I ain't putting on no rubber gloves. This stuff ain't very hazardous to me. Like if you can see, let me get a good spot that hasn't. It works rather quickly. It works rather quickly. So I don't always use the sponge. I just usually put some on and use my fingers. But you can see how quick that works. And on this particular piece, you can actually see the copper up underneath. See the copper underneath? The silver plate is at some point in time, whoever had this had been rubbed off. Wasn't for me. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. Wouldn't that be awesome? I don't know. LBS, yes, I think LBS is still there. Wouldn't that be awesome if you could somehow, like on your shorts, when you're doing your lives, you can actually have some music playing through YouTube the same way as you could during your shorts? You know, something instead of playing something. I know a couple of times in my earlier live streams, I had was playing music on the background, and I was being, I don't know, they didn't do anything, hold anything against me, but they wouldn't. They would strike me straight. They didn't strike me for it in a bad way, but they did restrict the live stream because it's just music that was playing on my jukebox in the background. But, yeah, I know there's a few other subscribers that I watch. They have music playing, like, but it's not songs so to speak, in the background, like Long Live Coins. Uh, he's got some stuff that he's playing while he's doing his shows. I'm gonna have to do that one of these days, I guess. Get something playing in the background while I'm doing my lives. Listen to some music. Yeah, I think that's probably good enough. You guys can probably see that. I'm hoping I was in a good position so you guys can see that. This is 925 plated. This thing has never been cleaned since the day I've owned it. I don't want to touch that. Now the handles and the spout, as far as the handle and the spout are not silver. Um, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure there may be somebody out there that may know. But I believe it's pewter. I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the handles on these types of items are pewter. Uh, I'm not 100% sure. But the day when this gets cut up and gets melted, so I can harvest the 925 silver off from it, I think I can save that and melt that down. Um, yeah, I should probably use this. I guess it don't matter because it's already scuffed anyways, and it's been scuffed. But I'll use my microfiber cloth on it. And that's a brand new microfiber cloth. I got quite a few bags of them. There's certain items I don't want to use paper towels or other harsh rags, so I try to use microfiber cloths. And that was the first time that microfiber cloth has ever been used. Let's take a look at this here. I believe like that tip, that's the spout, and that handle, I believe, are made out of pewter. I don't know. I'd have to check. I don't know if you can see that. This is can't read that because I got the glare from the skylight up above. Yeah, there's still some tarnishing on the inside of there. Yeah, that's all cleaned up. And I'm going to start saying goodbye to everybody. Did anybody have any questions? Just double tap that screen, y'all. Thank you, Zoltan. Appreciate you. Thank you very much, Swamp Dog, for stopping in. Thank you, Bellows Forge. Thank you, LBS, if you're still in here. I think you might have had to bounce, maybe. Appreciate y'all. Hope you all have a great Friday. Thank you, Michael Stackin, for stopping by. We'll catch you later on tonight on my ride home. I'm going to scroll back through the chat here a little bit. Bird's got to have breakfast too here very soon. I'm getting hungry again. Thank you, Michael Stackin. They mean it's Swamp Dog. We had LBS Zoltan. We had a few others, Scrap Metal Racing. I'm not sure. I think I asked him where he was. I missed on where he was. He was driving. I think he was driving. Maybe, maybe not. Dave Richardson was in here. Thank you, Dave Richardson. I appreciate each and every one of you. Y'all have a good day. Good Friday. I'm looking down at my phone. I might have missed something. No. Yeah. Did Katia also? Did she stop in? I don't think she stopped in. Hey, Bells. I'm gonna try to get her stuff out this week coming up. I'm gonna send her a magnet and some T-Bird swag. I'll send her a poker chip. Try to find out for me, Bellows Forge, what color she likes. You know my bottle cap open, my bottle openers. Um, See if she likes silver, red. I got like a red, a purplish, a maroon. Um, well, she'll probably be on there tonight. When I get home from work tonight, after Michael Stackin's live stream, I'll be, I'll do a live, and I'll take out my bottle openers and tell her to pick one. Tell her to pick what color she likes the best. There's one I don't have very many of, and I think it might be blue. Green is her favorite color. Oh, awesome. Oh, we'll probably give her a green one. Maybe we won't say anything. We'll just keep it shh, shh. And I'll throw in a green bottle cap opener for her. And I'll give her a T-Bird pin and whatnot. Alrighty, guys. Happy Friday, y'all. Have a good day. What's the word, Bellows? You know the word. Bird's the word. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See y'all later. Goodbye, everyone. T-Bird out.